celebrate an experience called Bravia.
This video is on the differences between our perceived view of a store when buying a high-end product, in this case a Sony Xperia, and what the actual experience is like at 4 different stores: Sony, Spark, Noel Leeming and JB Hi-Fi. We went into each store and rated our experiences when actually going through the consumption process and what we thought they would be out of 5 based on 4 categories: technical expertise, staff engagement, the atmosphere in the store, and overall effective enjoyment when consuming. Some stores performed better than expected, some worse. We then came to some conclusions about what the stores and their managers can take from this. We went in order of our preconceived worst rated store to our best. We also included some advertising material, as television advertising is the driving force on which our perceptions were shaped.
It's JB Hi-Fi's end of year madness and they're smashing prices while stocks last. Get $1,500 off the Samsung 65-inch curved full HD smart LED LCD TV now, $1,996. And $800 off the Samsung 55-inch curved full HD smart LED LCD TV, just $1,396. Grab a Samsung 55-inch full HD quad-core 3D LED LCD TV, $300 off to $1,098. There's $100 off this Lenovo 15-inch notebook at $498. And get 50% off top-brand cameras. JB, you've done it again.
Like all the controls on this remote unit, the volume is fully variable.
First, we discuss the technology support.
Should the telephone ring
in JB Hi-Fi,
guests
do
arrive,
not have much technical support. They just focus on the selling mode. Second, we discuss the staff engagement. In JB Hi-Fi, the staff right kind to answer the consumer question. For example, I asked the staff which can they told us the suggestions to buy. It spent a lot of time to explain the function of the laptop. So I think the staff can't get high marks. Third, I discussed the atmosphere. They just get the 2 marks about the atmosphere because
the Noel Leeming massive sellout is on now at ASB Showgrounds Green Lane. It's bigger than Boxing Day. Get in quick as the deals won't last.
Bought a couple of GPS units going on a little trip.
That's because I get lost and he won't admit he gets lost.
I came for a 42-inch TV, and it's a smart TV, and it's only $799, so it's a great deal.
I came in looking for a vacuum cleaner, but the deals are so good that, whoa, geez, bought a whole lot.
Doors open late till 9 p.m. tonight. The Noel Leeming massive sellout is on now. Hurry, ends Sunday.
and you want to lower the sound of a conversation.
Our preconceived ideas of Noel Leeming were based on very limited consumption experience there and advertising we had chanced upon watching on television. Our group rated their expected technical experience in relation to the Sony Xperia high-end phone with a 3.5 out of 5. We expected the same of staff engagement. We believed the atmosphere would be reasonably stale and uninteresting, so felt that they would score a mere 2 out of 5, and as a result, the effective enjoyment for our consumption experience would sit at 2.5 out of 5. I was pleasantly surprised when I entered the store that a staff member greeted me as soon as he saw me browsing the phone section. However, unfortunately, he didn't pursue the matter until I re-engaged with him. At that point, he was willing to converse and explain his knowledge on the phone, so I rated his actual engagement level to be a 4 out of 5. His knowledge was around where I expected. He knew the obvious details, but without being able to discuss any fact in depth. I rated that as a predicted 3.5. The areas I found to be better than expected were the atmosphere, which felt more inviting than I expected, with a cleaner store layout and lighting, which when added to my warm interaction with the staff member, made me feel that deserved a 3 out of 5 for effective enjoyment.
My daughter and I, we love going on road trips. She loves to dance around because she listens to her music, and I'm sort of not really a fan of that. But because of Spotify, I've been able to bring in my music. We listen to both. I listen to her, she listens to mine. We both go crazy in the car while I'm still focused on the road. The best thing about it is Spotify Premium is included in my Spark plan.
Like all the controls on this remote unit, the volume is fully variable.
We're very limited. I had never been into a Spark store, and the advertising of Spark on television I had never seen. Therefore, my preconceived ideas were mostly based on my reference group of friends and family. Upon entering the store, I found it to be fairly bland in terms of its atmosphere. It made me feel isolated in terms of how the store was merchandised. For example, everything was on the walls, nothing for you to interact with. It made me feel like I was in the middle of a hunting ground, and I had unwittingly become game. The technical support I found to be wanting. The reason for this is because when asked technical questions, the store assistant needed to Google the information. The only attribute Spark excelled on was how quickly they set upon me. Although the hunting ground had plenty of prey inside the store, they were still very speedy and engaging.
Celebrate an experience called Bravia.
Based on my perceived expectations of the Sony brand and its store, I assumed that the overall quality of the store would be of high standards. As the Sony store is a high involvement store that is promoting its own brand, I expected the staff to be very knowledgeable in their company's own phones. When I asked about our group's chosen questions on the Sony Xperia, the staff could answer these questions in great detail. Atmospherics were well organised, easy to navigate, and pristine as expected. The scores of staff engagement and effective enjoyment scored relatively low in the actual grade compared to the perceived grade. Rather than having staff approach me in an enthusiastic manner as I thought, the staff were quite reserved and would only help when approached. As for effective enjoyment, I initially thought that going to the Sony store would be an exciting shopping experience. Instead, I found it to be neutral, where I was neither satisfied nor dissatisfied.
A consumption experience will inevitably leave some form of mark for the consumer. In this instance, we can see that individuals are more likely to be tied into a high involvement purchase for something like a Sony Xperia, where the staff in a store are knowledgeable and engaging. At the same time, the store itself may either encourage or discourage the consumer from entering the premises based on the perception the consumer has of the brand beforehand, even though that may not be a realistic portrayal of the store itself. This leads on to the point that in order to better the experience of the consumer, managers must encourage their staff to be more engaging with browsing customers and to build their knowledge base on their products. Further, stores should continuously seek to improve the perceived brand image of their store in order to get customers through the door.